Good afternoon, guys. So I'm just from working out, and right now I'm heading outside here. Remember, my name is Joseph, and this is Old Money New Money Africa, and this is what we usually do in the villages, empowering youth and the entire community by letting them learn about systems and understanding how village economies work. So I came back to the village trying to start some few initiatives here and there, especially poultry farming, which I showed you previously in our videos. And I found some few things that were already happening. It was just by coincidence. Initially I had just come back from Nairobi, and I had my holiday from August last year, so that I can rest a bit for a month, and then I go back to Nairobi. But it happened that my grandma, unfortunately, she passed on. She left behind some three hens and one cock. So with the four, they used to lay some chicks, but they were not living for that long. Why? Because they were just dying randomly. They were picked by crows, and the population of the chicks was the chicken was not growing the way that we expected it to. So because I had some few skills concerning farming chicken in Nairobi, I decided, okay, let me just show these people how it's done. I got some boxes, and because we do have electricity, I decided, okay, let's take the chicks that were hatched. We put them in that box and started brooding. And by the way, how we did the brooding, we bought a bulb that I think it was a 50 watts bulb, which generated some heat. And that is what basically the chicks need when they are young. It's just some heat, and then they are good to go. So I had to put them inside a box, and then I bought a bulb, and then we brooded them for a month, and then they grew properly. And from that, we had a population of around 13 chicks. So after a month, we got another bunch, and I did the same thing. So by the end of that year, we had around 20 chicken, or we can say chicks that grew to be chicken. And I thought, if this could be done by simply doing 1, 2, 3, it means that the village, despite it just having some resources, they lacked knowledge on how to do some certain things, which to me were basic because I had done them initially. So what I did is I decided, okay, let me just take it as a project, as an initiative, and I ran with it. How so? By trying to empower people on how to do it. I remember my neighbors used to tell me that they usually don't have enough chicken, simply because once their chicks are hatched, they just die randomly without them knowing that it's about brooding. Because if you brood the chicks properly, then they will stay alive for a very long time. So what I did is I advised some of my neighbors to make sure that once the chicks are hatched, they offer some warmth. If they don't have electricity, because that's one of the challenges that people have around here, then they shouldn't release the chicks very early in the morning. Instead, they should let them be in the house where they sleep until around 9, 10, or when the sun is out. So by doing that, then you try and protect them from the cold. But also we had another challenge of them being picked by crows. Then I had to advise them that they should at least buy some chicken feeds and let them stay indoors for at least a month or two, until when they can be able to defend themselves or run when they see a crow. And one of my neighbors decided to do that. Right now they have around 20-30 chicken from whatever I had previously seen them have when I saw them in December, which means it's working. Now, one of the guys told me that Joseph, the reason as to why you are successful in your poultry business that you are initiating is because you have capital. And because you have capital, then it means that you are capable of buying feeds, you are capable of doing 1, 2, 3, 4. So I took it as a challenge. I didn't complain, or I didn't tell him that it's because I don't have money, or I'm just doing it, you are just looking for excuses and all that. So what I did is I challenged them. Down here at my grandma's place, we do have a farm. This is a farm that we have. When I came, I remember I planted some sweet potatoes. That is during the December and January time, before the short rains. And then I did some banana plants and some other banana plants. But I also tried to till the land, and I planted some maize, and I harvested, so I think 1 sack of maize, because the soil was not rich in fertility. So I decided, okay, what I'll do is I'll simply try to improve the soil slowly, but as I continue trying to develop and utilize it the way I think it's possible. So what I did is after the harvest, I decided, okay, because someone had challenged me to do a project out of nothing, and I thought for some time, what can I do? I thought of doing cassava, because cassava didn't require a lot of capital. You just have to borrow some seedlings or the cassava stems from neighbors who are already planted, and then you can just till your land by yourself if you don't have the resources to hire someone to do so. And then from that you can plant and then let God do the rest. But I came to realize that we can also do groundnuts farming at the cost, because the soils allow, and also we can do beans farming. So I decided to choose the latter, the beans. Why beans? Because beans are, one, they are easy to sell, and two, they will fix the nitrogen that is required by the soil, so that by the next time I decide to farm maize, they'll be more productive. So I tilled the land, but the question is, how would I develop this place without using the money, the money that I have, so that I can inspire people to do projects that are not capital intensive, but at the same time they can be valuable at the long run. So in my grandma's farm, we do have a lemon plant. This is a lemon tree. So this lemon tree, after I had put some manure and tried to clear the bushes and everything, it yielded very much this year. So we had a lot of lemons that had been it had fruit. So what we did is I harvested the first bunch. This is a second bunch. As you can see, they're still young as compared to the ones that I've already harvested. I will show you where they are. What I did is I harvested like one bandali. Bandali is like a small sack that we usually put maize flour from the shop. So from that, I think we can generate capital and buy some seeds that we are going to use to plant in this area as a way of starting our beans project. And to be sincere, every farm or every community, they usually have some natural resources or some resources that have been left behind by either their parents or families. Like for our case down here, we have a lot of coconuts. We do have some mangoes in some villages, and we do have some citrus in some of the villages. So you find that if you are really interested into starting projects that are capital intensive, or they require some bit of capital, then you can utilize these resources that we already have, like the citruses, the cassava, the mangoes, and you can buy or you can sell them to the market, and then through that you can have some little capital that you can utilize to start a certain project. If it's poultry farming, you can buy 1 or 2 chicken and then you can start from there. And if it's farming a certain product, like let's say pawpaw, which are doing very well in cost because of the climate, horticultural products down here are very good. And if you can do as well the soya beans, I mean the yellow beans, which I intend to do right now, which I'm not quite vast aware of the whole farming process and everything, which I'm still quite learning. We can utilize that method, and then from it you can be able to start that project and it goes. So let's see how everything works out, because this is the first step that I've taken. I have tilled the land and I've made sure that I've harvested some lemons that I'm going to sell to a marketplace, and let's see how much we are going to fetch, because I've been told that people usually buy in kgs. It's around 50 shillings per kg, and through that 1 kg, because I've harvested around 15.5 kgs, so if we do some rough math, I think I can get around 650 to 750 shillings, which I'm going to utilize to buy seeds. And from the seeds I'm going to be planting in this farm, which I'm yet to, because I've done some hand tilling here and there, all this area until there and that area. But I as well intend to farm on the other side where the mangoes are, and then from that I can plant all this area with beans, and then we see how it goes. I think from that we can start this project and see where it leads us. And I intend to have this project be successful in a we can harvest as much as possible the beans and everything, and then from the process that we are going to get from it, then we continue with another project that I intend to also do, and motivate each and every youth, or maybe mostly of the youth who are interested into creating wealth in the villages, without them realizing that they have enough resources. It's just a matter of them thinking on how to go around the whole process, so that they can be able to start projects with little capital, or with no capital at all. So let's keep this process going and let's see how it goes. Until next time, let's see how we are going to build this wealth together in the city and in the villages where possible. So until next time, this is Joseph, and this is Old Money New Money Africa. We keep inspiring youth so that you can be able to be self-sustaining, and at the same time be able to create wealth for generations to come. So let's keep it locked, subscribe, like our channel, and let us continue engaging in different platforms. On WhatsApp, my number is 0746762946. You can WhatsApp me, and then we can see how it goes. And at the same time on Facebook, you can find me as Joseph Moravino, and we do have a page, Old Money New Money. You can subscribe to it, and then we can keep on engaging. Thank you so much, and have a lovely day. Adios. Cheers.